Hello lovelies! My name's Destiny and today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. This is only my second Booktube video and I thought it would be a good way to introduce myself to the community. So here we go, we're just going to jump right in. First question, why did you start this channel? So I already have a blog. I'm pretty active on book Twitter. You can find me on Goodreads. Like, I love the book community online. I've always loved talking to people about books. And I love Booktube. I love the entire idea of Booktube. I have so many favorite Booktubers. So this is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I finally just decided to do it. Second question, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? So for fun things that I can bring to Booktube, I like doing things that are a little bit outside the norm. I don't like just doing reviews and wrap-ups and TBRs and calling it a day. I like to try to find fun, challenging things to do. And I like hosting readathons a lot, so you'll probably see some of that from me too. I know I'm not going to be the only booktuber doing fun content, but I do hope that I can make it enjoyable. And as far as what I can do to be unique on Booktube, I know that this is not like some kind of, special thing. I know that a lot of people can say this, but I read a really wide variety. I read middle grade, YA, adult, any genre you can think of, graphic novels. Primarily the three genres that I reach for most are fantasy, horror, and romance. And I feel like that's a pretty good variety in and of itself, but I really read a little bit of everything. And so I hope that I'll be able to offer something for everybody and not just people who read like one genre or one age range. I would like to be able to kind of branch out a little bit. The third question is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Obviously meeting new people is great. I love making new bookish friends, but other than that, I'm really looking forward to talking about books. I do have a blog, and so I'm used to writing there, but there's only so much gushing that you can get out through written words. And I just want to fangirl with people. I just want to geek out, and I feel like that's going to be so much easier to do in a video format. And also, it's just easier for me to get my words out verbally than it is to like write them down sometimes. So I really can see this as being a much more natural platform for me. Okay, the fourth question is, why do you love reading? There are a million reasons. It's escapism, it's a fun adventure, it's living 1,000 lives, it's getting to see the world through perspectives that I would never be able to see firsthand. It teaches me things, it entertains me, it's everything. I know that sounds kind of cheesy and over the top, but really, like, reading is everything. The fifth question is, what book or series got you into reading? There's really not any one book or series that I can attribute this to because I've always loved reading. Like, I can literally not remember a time where I wasn't a reader. I was really, really blessed to have parents who pushed me towards reading immediately. But if I had to pick one book or series to just really say, like, that is what made me such an avid reader, like I would not be who I am without that series in my life as a child, it would be the Goosebumps series by R.L. Stein. I read those from such a young age, and I remember being obsessed with them. I remember just staying up all night, flashlight under the covers reading those, and I couldn't get enough. And honestly, those still hold such a special place in my heart. I'm actually doing a full series reread of the original Goosebumps books right now, and it has been delightful. It's so much fun. Okay, the sixth question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So I think a lot of my favorite booktubers tend to be people who are just really open on their booktube channels. And I guess my question would be, how do you reach that point where you're comfortable letting the internet in on so much of your life? How do I get there? Because that's incredible. It's so inspirational to me to be so self-assured that you don't care what strangers on the internet think and you're able to just kind of show your life like that. I think that's great. So the seventh question is, what challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome? And that's an easy answer for me. I don't have the greatest self-confidence levels. I tend to second guess myself a lot, and I tend to withdraw if I don't think I'm doing a good job at something, which my whole goal for 2020 is to learn how to get out there and get good at things instead of just going, well, I'm not good at that, so I'm not going to do it. But that's hard for me, so I think that's going to be the hardest challenge. It's just learning to feel natural in this community and on camera mainly. Number 8 is, when did you start reading? We already discussed that. I have just always been a reader. The 9th question is, where do you read? Everywhere. Whether I've got a physical book or my Kindle, or even just the Kindle app on my phone, I use that a lot. I'm just constantly reaching for something to read. And the 10th and final question is, what kind of books do you like to read? That is a really big answer. I like everything. I think the only genres I don't reach for much are like I don't read as much nonfiction as I would like to, and I don't really read Westerns very much. I say that as Devils to Dust, my favorite Western, is sitting right here. It's a great book, by the way. You should read it if you haven't. It's a YA Western horror. I'm open to trying almost anything once. I've especially gotten into indie writing over the last 2 years or so, mainly indie romance and indie horror. A lot of my, like, Jonathan Jan's here, if you see these black spines here. It's my favorite indie horror author. So yeah, I'll try just about anything once. Okay guys, that's it. That's the Booktube Newbie Tag. I hope it gave you some insight into what my Booktube channel is gonna look like, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like and subscribe buttons. It means so much to me, and I look forward to talking to you in another video soon. Bye!